click the record button, and then say, "Yo, what up? How's it going, man?"
It's going good. How are you?
I'm swell. I'm absolutely wonderful. So, Snipe, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me what's going on with this awesome Snipe deck.
I love the character, personally. I feel like he does have a couple of good abilities. I felt like Chaos was the best symbol as far as to mix killing potential with some solid foundations as well.
Sure.
So yeah, and then and I just like the idea of always pushing damage through, and then the potential of getting some burn every turn just by discarding rivals' deck. So.
Yeah. Accidentally just like pinging your rival for 2 does something a little pun intended chaotic about their game plan. Like, when do I block? What do I not block? A easy controllable situation can easily get away from your rival as soon as you like start just picking up for 2 every enhanced. So my question for you: it looks like this is a set 2 only or set 3 only deck. We are not pushing on to set 4.
No, we're not pushing on the set 4, not
Love
yet.
That. Love that. Yeah, truthfully, I prefer it that way. There's no reason to make your deck a bunch of times.
Yep.
Yeah. So that means I get to click this button, and from here, so tell me what it is that you need my help with.
So while I do like Sticky Ball Pitch and Indiscriminate Shock as kill cards, the main thing I'm concerned is I do have a lot of high base speed attacks, but I don't have a lot of speed pump.
Sure.
And it slightly concerns me because, don't get me wrong, we got a ton of damage, but you know, speed is what gets kills in this game.
Right. Yeah. I agree fully. Yeah. So we're looking at that. What about the foundation lineup? What are your thoughts there?
I highlighted because I said I've played on the Chaos symbol, but I haven't played with Snipe before. So a lot of these are just I put 3 or 4 of because that was just Chaos standard.
Sure.
The ones that I have as ones, I think they would be good, but I'm not sure if it should stay as a one of, or if maybe I move some stuff around for 2s.
Fair enough.
And then what I have in the side deck is potential stuff that I looked at. I kind of don't want to do the whole meteor shower, pick it up, put it down, that whole string thing if I don't have to. I played MHACCG before, and as nice as it was pulling that off, I don't want to create having to remember that. Then the Graceful Maneuvers I felt good as a side. Locally I play a lot of Frog and Backdraft, so I have those for those card pool stuffers.
Sure.
Just to kind of counter them, but I don't think it was good enough to main.
That's totally fair. I'm doing it just a little bit of looking. Give me 1 second.
Yep, you're good. And I found my sweet spot with 7-handers to be between 60 and 65 cards, if at all possible.
For definitely can. And it's tough because like Meteor Shower is probably the deck that this is best at. Because like he wants to play a bunch of moves, and that's a really easy way to get just a bunch of moves.
It is, and I have a bunch of control checks. That's why I reluctantly put it aside. It's just like, I know I'm not going to get rid of this, but I know probably I'm going to wind up playing this.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so here is what I have added. First and foremost, Command Pigeon Flock. Range, discard momentum, gets a bunch of damage. You get to snap an ally from your discard pile to your stage. There are some ally cards, the easiest one being Friends of Animals, just getting an extra momentum. It says that things like Giant Ice Wall, Ice Storm are better, and Meteor Shower is better. But it's just like a cute little engine all to its own. From there, nothing to see here. Beautiful speed hate, discard momentum, stop the thing. Battle Arena, really good at lots of spam. Super good. Extendo Hairstrike is a different way to go about this. If you can figure out how to get the momentum, get them down into the danger zone, which is something that Snipe can do, and then you just Spirit Bomb your stage at them. You just turn everything sideways and just like slam them. But you have to have momentum in order to make this work. And so like some of this attack lineup might have to change a little bit. Things like Sticky Ball Pitch is very cool, right? Like that gets to be a 4 of because of like how this card works. Frozen Slash is an easy way to give. If you can give one speed pump to something, it gives a speed pump to something else. So if you find, if you just like, I play Frozen Slash as my first move, and I use a single copy of Basic Training Easily Excited to pump them both up, then my next thing is going to get +2/+2, which feels good.
Right.
Zero Gravity Barrier, 6 low for 3 or 3 low for 6. Just got to worry about the 2 check. I don't know how you feel about that. It's ranged, and like getting momentum is not that difficult. League
I
Interview.
don't ever mind running one set of 2 checks in the deck.
Love that. Electric Jolt. The card's insane. It doesn't have the keyword that you want on it, but that doesn't matter because the keyword. The only thing the keyword does is say that it does 1 damage.
Yeah.
As it does 1 damage. So like, dude, we don't care. Zero Gravity Lifts is just like your character times 3. And it clears your card pool so that combos work stronger. It's good with Meteor Shower. Kind of good with the deck. And the last thing is Frigid Heatwave. Do you just not own this card?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. That would be the reason that it's not in the deck.
Yep.
All in all, though, I like what you got going on. The only attacks that I don't like you having are just Massive Flash Freeze and Shrapnel Cloud Release. I think this is a waste of a slot. And I think this card doesn't hit hard enough.
Gotcha.
Nobody's going to care about this card.
Yeah, my idea was just Massive Flash Freeze and Shrapnel Cloud was just an opener or just kind of like a mid to make sure the next check has an easier time on building the string. Shrapnel Cloud Release was just to pair up with Snipes. I'm going to do a damage anyway, so either going to take damage or I get to draw a card or commit a foundation.
So this thing, it's an enhanced to do the thing, right?
Yeah.
But this is a flash attack?
Oh, it sure is. That's right. Yeah.
It sure is says that we're allowed to cut it.
Yep.
Hell yeah. All right. So from here, let's look at our block zones. You got actually no highs. 3. You got 3 highs total in your attack count. I think this number has to be like at least 5. So we like need to have some sort of secondary move. So like Jolt, Lift, Float combo, Friends of Animals, Frozen Slash. These are all decent options to play at least a 2 of, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Thoughts?
I think I would be good with probably Frozen Slash.
Frozen Slash? Okay, we'll make that one happen. All right, Frozen Slash is the 2 of. That card also has got like a pretty solid deadlock ability, which is awesome. Yeah, so we got 5 here. We've got 4 here, which is acceptable. I wanted a little higher, but like I get it. And then we've got the rest here. What are your thoughts on Massive Flash Freeze? Am I allowed to kill this card or?
Yeah. So typically, like when I deck build, I just look for maybe about 6 attack so to be kind of like openers.
Sure.
And that just kind of was okay. I could potentially open. It was a +1 mid block, but it by no means is sacred.
Yeah, the thing is like, yeah, this thing it does 3 damage, which is awesome when they're at 3. But it just says that the next one's easier to block, but they were just gonna block that one anyways. Right? It's like it's almost like a 3 difficulty action that says it doesn't count as progressive for 1 time. You can't pump a bunch of stats on it, and he only cares about like if blocked to do the thing. So like if in Todoroki 1, when you commit 1 foundation and give this thing +4 damage, +5 damage, and it's a 5 mid for 8, yeah, it's scary, right? They actually have to make a decision. There's no decision that happens with this card, so we're just gonna toss it. We're gonna get rid of it.
Cool.
Inarguably, the best thing to do here is just to slam in 4 showers. Like that's just the correct move. But if we are dead set on not doing showers, I would want another Indiscriminate Shock because it's one of those kill you cards. 3 of, And then we can do like another sticky ball pitch, another ice storm. How many cards? What's this number look like? It's still gonna be 22?
Yeah, so I kind of like keep it up towards
Love it.
2022. Yeah.
Love it. Let's just do block zone again. Actually, we'll do difficulty, so I get my attacks together. Extendo Hairstrike is interesting. I don't like Twisting Azure Inferno in this deck. I don't think it's... I don't know how we get the damage on it.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too, but I placed it in the side just in case there was some way I could figure it out. But I just felt like it'd have been too much work to try to make that happen.
Yeah, I guess like we could just like take some of these 2-ofs and make them 3-ofs, right? We could go like one more sticky pitch, one more freezer burn, one more slash, and we'd probably feel fine about it. And that's our 3 cards, right?
Yeah.
3, 3, 3. And the more slashes you have, the better off it is, because like they'll just chain with each other, right? You get frozen slash indiscriminate in your hand, and then you go frozen slash give it 1/1, so it's a 4 for 7, and then you pass the bonus, so now it's a 5 for 6, and then indiscriminate starts out as a 5 for 7 that then gets a bunch of stats as well.
Yeah.
All while like pinging them and doing the stuff. Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I was trying to structure the deck off of, if I didn't have the enhance, I could still kill, but getting that accidental burn would feel great too.
Yeah, it all should just be icing on the cake. That makes total sense.
Yep.
Okay, so now from here, let's talk about the foundations that I added, because I didn't really add a whole lot. I think that your numbers are pretty solid. We got to be 60 and 65. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, foundations that I added were Friends of Animals, but we didn't play Command Page Vlog. We don't care. Nothing to see here. We don't necessarily care about the mid attack one, right? Double checking. It is literally just quick draw, but discard a momentum for -3 speed is like good, especially when there's not a ton of momentum outs in the deck. It's literally just Giant Ice Wall, Ice Storm. That's it.
Yep.
And so like it being at a 1-of is not terrible. Same thing with like why you play Shock Treatment, right? Battle Arena just says that you get to play more cards, and gives you that free momentum if you want it. But like if your opponent uses momentum better than you, which they will, because your momentum outs suck, it could be a double-edged sword. At the same time, you don't gotta play it. League Interview says that your 5-diff openers are not nearly as scary. Things like Giant Ice Wall and your Sticky Ball Pitch. Those cards, you don't really loot. If you check 3s on them, you didn't. You checked a 4 and then commit anything to off it. And honestly, I think it's just about like messing with these numbers and making them where they need to be.
Right.
Yeah. Do any of the cards that I said in the sideboard sound interesting enough to add in, and then we can cut fat from there?
I would think League Interview, Battle Arena, I'm still iffy on.
We're not gonna play it. I think it's cool. I think it's really, really good with Meteor Shower, which is, I put it in there before you were like, no Meteor Shower. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So like,
maybe we can revisit that Meteor Shower.
Meteor Shower just like does everything your deck wants to do, man. Like it just does, but there's no reason. You know that works. That's a known quantity. So why not like put this together and then fuck around with it and be like, oh, this deck just doesn't work, and then you like, I'll just go back to all reliable. I think that doing stuff like this is good for literally everybody to do.
Yeah. So what? So if we do add Meteor Shower, then we're talking about Battle Arena. Then what else would you add in there?
I would just add 4 Meteor Shower and at least 3 0 gravity lifts, and then I like Jolt. It's just more guaranteed momentum, and then you get to take out things like the Frozen Slash. You just don't need it. But you can, and you probably take the Sticky Ball Pitch and you replace it for the, what's it called? The lift, Zero Gravity Lift. And then I'm not 100% positive. Maybe like you take some of these, you take these all down back to 2-ofs, and then make that happen. Make for the 4 showers.
In what, 3 of Jolt?
Yeah, I think 3 Jolt's fine.
4 of.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 Jolt, 3 of the throw. That's 6 guaranteed momentum so that your showers work. Yeah. But anywho, let's talk about your foundation lineup. So I am a big fan of Chaos. In fact, when I go to Vegas, I'm taking a Chaos deck with me. I'm taking Tokoyami, right?
Nice.
And so here's my opinion. This card just needs to be a 4 of. You said you wanted more speed. There it is, man. There it is. Spend your committed foundations and throw them at them. At the same time, this card is insane. I have 4 attacks. That's plus 6 speed that we get to do with Wonder Nature across X amount of attacks, right? Depending on how many we have. For some reason, this isn't a 3 of, right? Easily could also be a 4 of if you want to. Definitely a 4 of if you play the Meteor Shower build, because when you pick up a Meteor Shower, it triggers Wonder Nature.
Really?
Yeah. This card says discard 1 card : This card says after you discard a card, you get a damage.
Oh. Dang it, Tam.
Charged up sucks in this deck. It's gone. It's very bad in this deck. We played it at a 1 of in the Meteor Shower deck because like having a way to snap stuff is cool. We don't need it here. Cool Student is a 1 of. Probably should just get cut altogether. It is a good use for our momentum, but there's probably just other things we can do. Other things
you
we
can cut it. I put it in for the plus to checks, but I feel like I got my ranges covered.
Agreed. What is this card doing at a 3 of?
I don't know if it meant to be a 3 of. I built this deck on my iPad, so I might have just fat fingered it.
That's fair. It's a 1 of if you play it at all. Truthfully, I think that this card's cool. Inside your 7 hand size character, that draws cards off of competitor, that is like wanting to play multiple cards in a turn. I don't think we're allowed to afford the 4 check. The commit to change the zone is like good, but I don't know if we need this card. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you can pitch it.
Yeah. Love Honorable Forfeit. This card is so good, man.
Yeah, I was curious about that one. That's why I was just at a 1 of, because I wasn't sure what else to cut in order to fit some more of that in there.
If you were trying to slim this down to like a 55 card deck, it's like one of the first on the chopping block, but you want a thicker deck, and so like it is the reason to play a thicker deck is you get to play cool cards like this, right? Where otherwise like it is fat, but playing Frozen Slash playing Giant Ice Wall into Frozen Slash and then saying your Indiscriminate Shock doesn't count as progressive first 2 cards don't count because of Honorable Forfeit. Amazing. I'll commit 1 foundation to say I check a 5 on my Indiscriminate and I kill you with it. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. I think people are sleeping on this card because of the fact that like it's got Ojiro on it. His entire deal was I have to play 3 different zones, but this only says the word 2. Right. I play a low, I play a high, I just play another low, and I've met the requirements. There's my 2 different zones. I just slam this one. One of these cards so rad. If you can find the 2/5 2 low block slot, I think you run it. And it is as good in a 7-hander as this card is in a 5-hander, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because that's what I'm used to running this first day of class. Yeah. But I felt like Honorable Forfeit was better. I just didn't know the number to run it at.
100%. As long as you like realize that like sometimes first day class gets to re-ready itself, and that's like the trade-off, right? This card's got a better block, and so balancing. Yuck. Let's do this and let's see where we're at. We're at 64. We want 65, right? That's the plan.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. From here, how do you feel about All Worked Up?
All Worked Up was in there because I think I was looking to add another decent high block.
Sure.
And then just to be able to have once again a modified check that I could play while committed.
Yeah. I think we cut this card all together and you just play 1 more release. This card on offense is fine, right? But if this is the reason that you won, you sacked your opponent as opposed to outskilling them.
Got you.
Because like you should be able to kill them with more than that. Obviously, we're going to be sacking them because we're Snipe anyways. So like we can't double sack our opponent. They'll quit the game. They'll never play with you ever again. And I think release is just going to help you stay alive more than All Worked Up is going to kill people. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was the forecheck that I kind of wanted to make sure that I kept because I just think it's absolutely worth it to run that.
It's also a 0 diff.
Yep.
Struggling is good. Training with Gunhead. Why is this mainboarded?
I think I just put it in because I was looking for low blocks, honestly.
That is completely and totally fair. I want to take this card out, put it in your sideboard, because like throws are good, right? And then we'll play one more of this, and then if we need the low block, we play one more of this.
Okay. Is Honorable Forfeit a low block too?
It is.
Okay.
I don't think we need 2 of it though. I think because you'll never use 2 of it in the turn. If you have to use 2 of it in the turn, the game's probably gone a little too long. You probably should just have the foundations to do so.
Yep.
I would play a 4th irrefutable before I play a 2nd honorable.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Where are we looking? 21, 19, 20. We got 2 more cards. Oh, if we can find 2 high blocks, I would love it. Block zones. Release Frozen. Frozen and Feeling Cute do very, very, very similar jobs. Incredibly similar jobs. This is stun 1. This is +1 speed. Good in 2 different fashions.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get it there, though. Because I don't think adding 2 Frozens actually does anything. Thoughts on adding a 4th release? Is that crazy?
I would be down. I don't have any other 2 checks in there, so I can afford a 4 check.
We could do that, and if we wanted to make it even, we can make the 3rd Frozen happen. But like that is literally there so that you always have a Frozen, you always have a Feeling Cute, and you just on the kill turn you just nuke your whole stage, and you're like, you can't do anything about this. It makes Indiscriminates a little stronger, but like hopefully like them attempting to block also does that same thing, you know?
Right.
Just looking. Yeah, it could also be, if you wanted to be just real crazy with it, it could just be like a 1 of Award the Victor. I wouldn't hate that either. It's like a real tech piece.
I put that in the side deck exactly for that reason, because I think a 1 of I would be down for.
Let's do it. It's cool. It's spicy, right?
Because if I don't get to play it, it's a +1 block modifier. So
again, if you're trying to cut this down to like a 57 card deck, Award the Victor, Honorable Forfeit, these cool spicy cards are first on the cutting block to make your deck more consistent but more bland, so that everybody at the table likes it. But like if you're putting in if you want to put in to make the deck bigger to add the spice, this is a good piece of spice.
Nah, man, I'm from Louisiana. I love the spice.
Fair. All in all, I think, and we'll come back to it one last time just to really, really put it in your face. Meteor Shower is the book way to run Chaos or Air Snipe. It just is, right? It just is the correct way to do it. Correct with the world's largest asterisks. But this does look like a very cool deck that your rival will not see coming. It's very cool.
So I do like this. I don't know if there's any way to get this, and then we'll review the Meteor Shower, or
the Meteor Shower list.
Yeah.
Oh, it's literally you just take out the Frozen Slashes, you take out the Sticky Ball Pitch, you take out one of the Freezer Burns maybe, and then you just jam 4 of this in your deck. You jam 3 of this, you jam 3 of this, and there's your attack lineup. And then if you want to play Battle Arena, you can. You don't have to, but getting the free momentum to just slam more meteors is always cool. And then this doesn't have to change. Literally, you could just take the Meteor Shower idea of 4 Meteor Showers, 3 Jolts, 3 Lifts, and make that your 10-card sideboard when you go to locals.
Okay.
And be like, I'm playing this as my main board, and if you don't like it, you just instantly side into the Meteor Shower stuff. And they're like, here it is.
Yep. And then if I do play, and then I do decide on the Meteor Shower main board, then we said that look to add the Command Pigeon Flock and the Friend of Animals maybe to it too, or
so it is a thing to do, right? Command Pigeon Flock says you build an ally from your from discard pile, and this card says add an ally from your discard pile to your momentum. Playable while committed. So you now have a playable while committed destroy a foundation, go get a momentum. So when you play Meteor Shower, you have a momentum offensively, right? Proactively to go and grab more Meteor Showers, right? So it's like a way to do that. I think with it would be like replacing Award the Victor or something like that. Like Award the Victor, one of your league interviews, like this is a small engine of itself, and I don't think we have any other ally cards. Yeah, we don't have any other ally cards, and so like there's no real like this is a thing to do, not the thing to do, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
For the same reason you're playing Sticky Ball Pitch, if it goes to momentum itself, this card just snaps the momentum as you're still attacking. Right? Get the free foundation and then instantly destroy it to take another Command Pigeon Flock out of your discard pile and put it in your momentum. Does that make sense?
Got it. Yeah.
But this one goes at the end.
Got you. So that would be Command Pigeon Flock would be a 2 or a 3 of then. If I'm understanding.
So we want to play 4 of it because we have to check them so that Friends of Animals has a target. Because again, the only ally we're playing is Command Pigeon Flock. So these 2 cards are just touching themselves. With that said,
got you.
This is an idea, but this is here to like try and spark something. I'm not telling you that it's even like good, right? I'm telling you that like there's something that you can do with this. And maybe even with set 4, as we look at ally stuff, like things get like a little crazier with like wanting to play this in that set engine. But putting it on your radar is just worth talking about.
Oh yeah, and then the Extendo Hair Strike. I said I have a couple copies of that card. I just felt like it would be too much work to get that to pop off.
That's fair. You're a 7-hand size character that says that builds a lot, and you can just slam out a ton of resources, and then because you are hitting them here and getting bonus ping damage here, all you ever have to, like, as soon as you get them to 10 with this card and you have 2 momentum, you just turn your entire stage sideways, stun them 1, and then give it EX10. And so you give it 10 damage from committing on your foundations, give it EX10, so it's a 25 high for 13.
Yeah.
What do they do?
Prominence burn levels are ridiculous.
Yeah. Like they have to have something like an encouraging to stop you, but then you just like shock treatment, right? Like you just like stop it. Like this card is incredible. This card is very, very good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely something to think about.
Yeah. And I don't even know if like this is the correct character to play it in, but like it's something. It's something. All right. Any final thoughts?
No, I don't think so at all.
Oh yeah. There is a channel for Snipe in the Discord. If you want to like put this list in here and be like, yo, I'm doing something. Caveat, I'm not doing Meteor Shower. I'm doing something different with Snipe. And have a community. There's a ton of people who absolutely love Snipe, who will give you opinions as well, and like leave updates of like, yo, I played X amount of matches versus X amount of characters, and I'm doing this, and like this card worked, this card didn't. You know, high tides.
Yep, yeah, because that was good. Because the other symbol I looked at was air, because I just really want to play Compression Spear. And I felt like it'd been really good on Snipe, but I don't know. I felt like it was hard for some other cards on air to get some kill turns in. But maybe I was just looking at it wrong. I don't know. We'll see.
Fair. Totally fair. All right, man. Stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the deck list, and you have a good rest of your night, okay?
Yep, you too. Thanks.
We'll see ya.